Hello Internet, I'm HamsterBomb, and you guys are joining me for another episode of the Pokewalker Challenge. I know it has been a very long time, I'm sorry. Now, to be fair, the issue I was having was exclusively with getting my 3DS in order to actually link properly with my capture card software so you can see what I'm doing. That's kind of important in a video game. So I was messing with that for a very long time. As you can see, I did get it working, yay! But in that time, in that long time, I have obviously been leveling up our Pokemon, I guess, obviously, because we have this little guy to thank, the Pokewalker. So all of our Pokemon are now at their max levels. I'm going to show off the team before we take down the final gym of Johto. And summary. Oh, you do already have Waterfall. Really, look at that. Yeah, let's actually keep it on this screen because for the most part, everybody has like just exclusively leveled up because, except for Raichu, I just took Raichu out before this stream. I am live streaming this episode again, by the way. And so let me see, Dragon Rush, Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Wing Attack. I don't know how my rule goes. I'll let the people in the stream decide whether it is okay for me to teach HMs to a Pokemon when it is not necessary to beat the game. Like, for example, Armpit does not need to know Fly for me to beat this game because Pikachu at the bottom knows Fly. Can I go up to? No. So, since Pikachu has Fly, that's not, so I should technically keep Wing Attack for the flying move instead. We have Waterfall. That one you do need to beat the game, and I don't think anybody in the Pokewalker natively knows Waterfall. Same for Whirlpool, and I think Whirlpool might be necessary. It's necessary to beat Soul Silver. I don't think it's necessary to beat Heart Gold. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, Waterfall I know is necessary, and putting it on Armpit is probably for the best. I forgot how great our names were. All right, we have count them, two Metagross. Oh, by the way, our levels. Armpit is a level 61, and if we can get to Armpit to 64 through level up, we will get Outrage, which will help us in the Elite Four a lot. I'm just scared it's not gonna happen. But hey, if we exclusively use Armpit today, we're gonna win. Armpits out. Ear, Psychic Hammer, Iron Head, Bullet Punch. I think I did mess with their moves so they were different from each other. Just so I can remember, Ear was slower with higher defense, and Elbow is lower special defense, higher physical defense. All right, so if it comes down to it and I need more special defense, use Elbow. No, I'm sorry, better special defense, use Ear. If I need the speed isn't going to matter. The speed only docks by a tiny little bit. Oh yeah, but anyway, the moves. You can see that is a different moveset there. The move that is switching is Bullet Punch. So, and I put good. Bullet Punch is on the one that is technically slower. And Zen Headbutt is on Elbow. Okay, so it's not really something that I gotta switch for. It's not like they have exclusive attacks. Though at level 71, both of them will have the ability to get Hyper Beam. I'm still on the fence of whether we want to have Hyper Beam on them or not, because this is a pretty good moveset that they already have. Now I have to tell you something really sad and really bad that I did, and I'm very sorry, and I felt so bad about it, and I tried to fix it. I know, I'm sorry. Toenail no longer has self-destruct. And it's because I was think about this. I know it's the really cool exclusive move that this knows from coming from the Pokewalker. I know. Here was my mentality for choosing to overwrite it because I was getting better moves, and to be fair, this is a better moveset. Giga Impact, Body Slam, Belly Drum, Crunch. Way better than what we had before. And my reasoning was, okay, well, here, say we'll beat the game like this, where the limitation is obviously, like, I am not gonna have revives in this whole game because all my items have to come from the Pokewalker, and since I had to get a new Pokewalker, it reset all of my watts, so I'm not able to go to the treehouse, I think. I was so close to getting there, but now I'm still nowhere near getting back to the treehouse. And in the treehouse, I'm able to actually get access to the revival herbs, which I could actually bring my Pokemon back if they died. Why ever would it ever be justifiable in a game where I cannot revive, except at a Pokemon Center, to have self-destruct? It's just dumb. So, okay, in this sense, Giga Impact is that move, but just flat out better. It's objectively better. Because I don't die, they have to kill me. So, in that sense, it makes a ton of sense, just to get rid of it. So I thought, okay, fine, at the very end of the game, I'm just gonna bring it back with a move relearner. And then I thought, hold on, is that actually gonna work? Because that's technically like, I mean, yeah, it knew it, but it was only on the Pokewalker version of it that it didn't know it. I bet Game Freak is so bad at programming games that it's not actually looking at that Pokemon's past moves of what they knew. It's probably looking at just whatever the base Pokemon knows, and it just accesses that file and doesn't actually access what they knew. So I had this suspicion, so I went to test this, and I got a heart scale from somewhere just to go test and see if this was gonna work. Obviously, it's not gonna assist us in the game anywhere. I didn't use it to actually get it move, so I technically didn't break my rule. If you really, like, I turned the game off afterward anyway, if you really wanna go there. But anyway, so, and I was correct. The move relearner does not have any recollection of my Snorlax knowing self-destruct, so I basically just destroyed what was so cool about the Snorlax. Though to be fair, it does say, it's supposed to say, where's it supposed to say this? Yeah, up at the top screen, that was good. It does say it's still from the Pokewalker. So we still have that. Also, I do have other Munchlax that are using pickup and they still have self-destruct, so there's that. Hopefully you're not mad at me, but we really need like contendable fighters who are able to destroy, like no chance of survival, destroy the competition, because if anybody dies, they're out for good for the fight, if not the Elite Four, the entire string of all 5 fights. And I can't risk that, especially when we get to Trainer Red by the end. I'm so scared of that. I think it's gonna be unbearable. Gluteus! Now, Gluteus finally has its, I'm gonna say, finished final moveset. Same for Snorlax. Reluctantly, same for Snorlax. Snorlax has its final moveset. Gluteus, Surf, Thunderbolt, Rain Dance, TM. Luckily, we did get that before everything reset. And Thunder. So, my thought being here, for one, this is actually like crafted to be my first Pokemon against Trainer Red, because if we use Rain Dance immediately up there on Mount Silver, we shut down the hail, so no more like guaranteed blizzards and all that stuff that he gets from some of his Pokemon. Just Rain Dance immediately, and then I can take out his Pikachu with buffed Surf, and then if that's seriously, like after that point, I can keep using like guaranteed Thunder hits. So it's just should be a great moveset on a surfing Raichu. So I'm happy with it. Maximus, this one I'm actually not positive about keeping because like I've got 3 electric moves and I don't really know. Though this one can still, with Thunder, take advantage of the fact that there could have been a setup with Rain Dance Raichu and I switch over to Light Ball holding Pikachu. I let you guys vote on Twitter whether you wanted me to evolve this one into a Raichu or not, because I did have an extra Thunderstone from the Pokewalker. But this Light Ball was like, and buff special attack, I mean like, still, mathematically, I'm not sure which one's actually stronger, like this neutral Raichu versus the special attack buffing Pikachu. Unfortunately, the physical attack is lowered, but Fly, I mean, it's still, stat-wise, it's above my special, but oh well, now you saw that. So we're gonna keep Armpit out front here because we are gonna challenge a brand new gym today, because it's been a really long time. Oh, right, this is a funky, weird gym, isn't it? All right, so, think we just, like, rotate these by standing? Yeah, that's right. It's been a long time. I know I've played this game, like, well, to be fair, I played, Golden, I think I don't know if I played Gold and Silver more than Heart Gold and Soul Silver combined. It's hard to tell. All right, what level are you guys supposed to be at right now? You have a Dratini at level 35. Oh, that's adorable. I'm so overpowered. Just wing attack. It has to one-shot kill you. Like, I don't need... And I'm curious, like, how much XP are we actually getting from this? Because... Oh... Do you think we can actually get to 64 before we get to the Elite Four? That's what I'm really wondering. Let's switch anyway. And I'm gonna send out Gluteus because Gluteus was my last Pokemon in the Walker. And by being so, you can actually see there's a ton of XP here. So we can get Gluteus to 60, have everybody across the board be level 60, and except for Maximus. I didn't have Maximus at level 60 just yet. You actually resist both of these elements, but still, I am so freaking strong, it doesn't matter. Right, it shouldn't matter. All right. I was kind of expecting like more Seadras and stuff in here. I remember like far more, yeah, here we go, Seadra. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna hit it so hard. Can you tell I was paranoid? It's so overpowered for this gym. Could you tell I was paranoid for the Elite Four? And here, I know this is gonna be like the most overpowered sweep of a gym you've ever seen. But the thing is, I still want to reiterate, I am very, very scared of the Elite Four because I was not able to get far enough in order to get those revival herbs. Like, I don't know how far off I am. Those of you who are watching the live stream are able to back it up because I actually switched Raichu mid-stream so that we could use Raichu. Oh, we're starting Alarm Pit again. You know what? Just they only have 2 Pokemon. Just do this again. But yeah, since we can't revive anybody, I'm thinking that means we're gonna have to save between every single member of the Elite Four and just make absolutely sure no one dies. All right, so kill a Dragonair at level 37. It's not even necessary, but sure, here you go. Oh, what I missed! Agility, here's your chance to kill me. Just kidding. I would be astounded if they were able to kill us. I remember in the beginning of this thinking like, is it even possible to beat the game by only using the Pokewalker? Ooh, that was a lot of XP. He says as he needs like, you know, another 300,000 or something. All right, let's go up, rotate. I think this one is over to the right. They're not great at making puzzles, but it's not gonna fit, is it? Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Hi, this is gonna be a problem, isn't it? Oh no, we're not gonna win. I'm so scared. So yeah, when we get to the Elite Four, I'm trying to remember the Heart Gold, Soul Silver order of the Elite Four members. Don't you start with Will, who is Psychic type, or am I thinking of Hoenn? It's been a long time. I don't remember. I feel like Cube though. But I know Agatha. I think we're gonna be fine with Agatha because we have a crunch using Snorlax. So I don't think she'll be able to hit us like at all. Bruno. Yeah, the first one I think is Psychic, so it's Will. So we could just crunch Snorlax. Also, I do have lots of what are they called? Ethers and stuff. I've been spamming the Dim Cave in Pokewalker and making sure, like, almost, at least if I remember, every time I bring somebody back from the Pokewalker, I want to make sure that they are coming back with 3 items. And in the Dim Cave, I had the best chance for getting healing items and EP restoring items, and in lots of berries. So I have lots of healing items, but no one can die. That's the problem. If anyone dies, it's almost like Nuzlocke bad, they're gone bad. Until I can get to a Pokemon Center, there is no way to revive them. Yeah, we're overpowered here. So then Bruno. Yeah, I think Bruno was the one I was forgetting there. Or yeah, Bruno is still in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So, and then Lance gets promoted to champion. Lance, I'm actually not scared of, like, at all. This is one of my first, probably my only run through the game where my fight with Lance is probably the least of my concern. You can see my Dragonite right now, but if we have Outrage, absolutely over. Will is gonna have Xatu, Slowbro, Jinx, another Xatu, and I forget the 5th. Yeah, I remember, I thought it was something weird, like a Vileplume or something weird. It didn't match it, the type scenario. Let's just Dragon Rush, I guess. Might as well just guarantee that it dies. So yeah, Bruno, fighting types. Well, I mean, I could always just use Dragonite with wing attacks. That's fine, right? You know, I really hated if you couldn't tell, I really hate Gen 4 gyms. It's probably the weakest part of the entire game. All right, so here we go, we did it. Claire, I am Claire. You know, most games put like little question marks over a character who hasn't introduced themselves yet, but then there's Game Freak, it's just like, Claire, I'm Claire. All right, Claire, I am Claire. And I was really excited. I remember playing this in Gold and Silver days. Like, hey, they actually made a, oh, you caught my attack, uh-oh. I should have led with my, I'm just gonna terrify her. Use Dragon Rage. Oh no, I have leftovers. Okay, just do it again. All right, so my attack is now up 1. I'm sorry, Gyarados, you're absolutely done. All right, Dragon Rush. Smash. Oh boy. Well, there goes that. Now, hopefully, this might actually be possible to try and get Armpit to 60, because really we just need him to get to 64 before the Lance fight. Do not change. If we can get him to 64 before the Lance fight, I don't know, would I really want to get rid of Dragon Rush for Outrage? But it's, yeah, Dragon Dance Sweep, let's go. The problem is that Wing Attack is actually going to come in handy because, one, I am getting Stab on it. But, yeah, I don't want to give up for just 2 Dragon moves. Dragon Rush's accuracy is awful, and if I'm using Dragon Rush, I'm trying to obliterate, and Outrage is just a straight-up better obliterate attack. It's Thrash, but it's Dragon type. Come on, it's like the greatest thing ever. Are you done yet? Kingdra, oh no! Asking Claire politely, are you done yet? One Pokemon left is where the real battle begins. 1 turn later. That was the saddest Claire fight I have ever seen. Though I can you imagine having a Dragonite by this point in the game? I'm realizing, weirdly, like, Pokewalker gameplay is OP in a lot of ways. I won't concede Might have lost, you're still not ready for the Pokemon League. I could probably beat the Pokemon League right now, I'm just a little too scared to do it. Alright, so of course you have to go to the Dragon Cave in order to get this sore loser to give you the badge. One thing that makes me a little perturbed about this game in particular, it's a little misogynistic in having, I think it's, no, Jasmine's the only one who I think breaks this rule. All of the new gym leaders, minus Jasmine, who are female, refuse to give you the badge because you couldn't possibly have beaten them, and they have this whole little cry pout thing that you have to do to like talk to somebody or go somewhere else to get them to give you the badge. Kinda sad. Actually, we crushed her so hard into the dirt, she collapsed into the ground and fell into the Dragon Cave. It's actually good to find trainers down here, because that means more XP for my Dargonite. I'm still not positive if we have to go do the Ho-Oh thing. If that's the case, we gotta go kill Ho-Oh. Oh shoot, I only have 3 Dragon Rages left. I probably should have hit up the Pokemon Center on the way here, but I don't think we're gonna have a... If anything, I do have tons of those items. I just don't want to waste them if I don't have to. Strong! Oh, shoot. Isn't there a whirlpool to get into this area? No, she's in the building, which is on the other side, which requires whirlpool to get to. These encounters are just bringing me back nightmares of doing Pokemon Cute Charm, but I might have to escape Rub to get out of here and then check the other Pokemon who I all accidentally captured while using the Pokewalker over time, because, like, how do I explain this? It will catch stuff in my pocket all the time. I will find items while it is in my pocket. Like, these little buttons kind of suck, and they should have been recessed instead of, like, you know, like physically coming out, because it will by itself just start pushing buttons and beepity beeping in my pocket. Who's gonna use Whirlpool? Don't tell me I can't actually do this today because, oh, I'm not giving it to Dragonite. Don't. Because I actually can't remove HMs either. I don't know who I actually caught. Now I'm actually really nervous to see who's back in that Pokemon Center. Okay, here we're back. Move Pokemon. And who do I have in here? Can Munchlax use Whirlpool? Whirlpool, good. Use. Change Whirlpool, teach it to a Pokemon, yes. And, ooh, nice, Munchlax can do it. That's so good. I'm gonna do it with the Munchlax. Reason being is because Munchlax has pickup, so we're gonna be getting some items as we go around. And it already has Rock Smash, and Strength? You know what, I'm actually gonna get rid of Metronome. This is a really useful Munchlax. I think that was like everything we wanted out of the Linoon was the only other Pokemon that I was like specifically like targeting for this challenge, and it was for that reason, because it could know like 4 really useful HMs and had pickup. But it looks like Munchlax, the little exploding goofball, is even better at this. Pick a gross. Even though I say gross, I don't know why I say gross. I know it's probably gross. My pronunciation of Pokemon is just gross. But oh yeah, this reminds me of like a very random little stupid thing. I remember so many people back in like my heyday of doing Pokemon stuff, always trying to correct me and saying like, oh no, this Pokemon's pronounced like this because it's based on this word. For example, like Rayquaza. His name comes from Quasar. And they're like, no, it's Rayquaza. Well, that sounds awful. I don't care if they say it in the TV show. The TV show has proven on many occasions to not know how to say Pokemon's names, and will counteract itself, like, within the same episodes, much less movies, they'll do it too. So anyway, my point being, like, how come people want to say that, but it doesn't apply to everything? Like, nobody says, like, oh, it's pronounced Charizard, because he's based on charcoal lizard. Charizard. Duh. Why don't you say it like Charizard, idiot? That's how it's supposed to be pronounced. And another stupid thing, like people said, they would say like, oh, well, the shiny Pokemon palette is always based on the Pokemon to the left of it in the Pokedex. What? Like, aside from that never, like almost never being true, for some reason people still believed it. I don't understand the mentality. Even if it was true some of the time, if something's only true some of the time and not always, it's not true. That was just like a whirlpool check, which is dumb. It's dumb! Though in the original games, it was a big, important, like really cool thing where you wanted like your Pokemon to feel like they were what was letting you explore more of the region. And on Game Boy, it felt a lot better than it does on the DS, where there are so many Pokemon who can do so many different things. What's important for raising Pokemon? Violence! Now, hopefully they won't give me the Dratini outright. How did it go? I guess there's no point in asking. You did fail. What? You passed? That can't be. Even I haven't been approved. She's like, I want to battle weak trainers. I think that strength is all that matters. If anything, I would be like, you pass, because honesty is a very, very rare trait. What really stinks is I think like she's probably my favorite gym leader like art design. And of course, I love the dragon type, so it's just like my favorite like theme of what you could do with a gym leader. And then her character is the worst. The worst. Da 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 da. Done. We got all the badges. Now, I think we need to go to do we just try and charge the Elite Four? Because I thought for sure at this point in the story you were supposed to do something with Ho-Oh. I'm not sure. Either way, we'll figure it out in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next episode of Pokemon Pokewalker challenge thing. What do I call this again? Pokewalker challenge. I wrote it there so I could remember it. See ya.